In Minecraft, there's a massive minigame server called Hypixel. Now while playing, I noticed that 1.8 and 1.16 have some differences that have me wonder whether 1.8 or 1.16 are better for playing on Hypixel. For this, I'm using versions 1.8.9 and 1.16.5, the latest version of each. I have also split it up into categories based on game performance and gameplay. From there, I will determine which version is best to play in. From mine and my friends' experiences, 1.8 tends to perform better in this category. Not much better, but better. Gameplay is pretty smooth in this version, but we occasionally got rubber banded and the game barely struggles. However, in 1.16, we get rubber banded a bit more and blocks sometimes fall out of place or come back after breaking. 1.16 also seems to perform more slowly, with chunks taking longer to load, and as I already stated, blocks sometimes reappear after breaking. Luckily, it isn't that bad and bugs are also an issue and something that should be compared. The difference between 1.8 and 1.16 in this category is much clearer. For 1.8, I very rarely encounter any issues. Plugins run properly and smoothly, I end up where I should be and chunks load properly. For 1.16 though, there are more bugs that I encounter. For 1.16, I have issues with there being invisible blocks, and I sometimes end up stuck inside blocks. For example, there have been several times where I've been teleported to a lobby, but have gotten stuck in a block near where I should actually be. Fireballs and TNT sometimes break blocks. The blocks are still there but are missing their texture, causing them to be glitched or invisible blocks. Bedwars lobby parkour has also been a common location where lag and bugs have been problematic. I also don't seem to be the only one having issues like this, with GamerBoy80 having similar issues when he played on 1.16. And even me and my friends were having issues like this on 1.16. Now, is it a coincidence?
I think not!
Considering that the many large public servers don't bother to use 1.16 and other versions past 1.12.2 due to the game arguably performing better in 1.12.2 compared to 1.13. Plus, in terms of game performance, 1.8 is better with it being less buggy and lagging less on Hypixel compared to 1.16. There isn't that much of a difference thanks to plugins. Pre-1.9 combat is actually around in versions past 1.9 thanks to some helpful plugins. These make it so that combat cooldown is basically non-existent. I also can't exactly touch on this that much since I'm pretty average at PvP. I was also raised in 1.9 plus combat meta, so I'm not that used to 1.8 PvP. Anyways, the plugins make it so that combat cooldown is basically non-existent in post 1.8, but there's still a bit left that you need an auto-clicker to get affected by it. The plugin also makes it so that you don't need a shield to block like pre-1.9. This is actually pretty good for people who prefer pre-1.9 combat, but like how post 1.8 versions perform, such as 1.12 or 1.16. Generally, combat is just the same and you don't need to worry about anything. Maybe more cheaters, but nothing you need to worry about. It is also possible that the person that you claim is cheating is just better than you. This part isn't that important, but is important for quickly knowing what item you are using. This is especially important with potions, in which case 1.8 wins. You can very easily tell the difference between potions and 1.8, and you don't need to open your inventory in order to tell whether you have your Invis potion or your Speed potion in a certain item slot. Overall, 1.8 does slightly better in gameplay. Now, what is the best version? In my opinion, 1.8 is the superior of the two versions of playing Minecraft on Hypixel. Now, what I say, this is my opinion of 1.16.
Fucking thing sucks!
No, 1.16 is still an okay version to play if you are okay with it being slightly buggier. So, that is what I think of it, and if you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing, and if you think I am dumb or have any criticism, tell me in the comments. Now, have a good day.